Alright, we gotta be quiet for like 5 seconds.
Man, phone.
Alright, that's good. DIADOZ, what's up? I'm Renzo.
This is Mario, Reece.
And we got our illustrious guest. Wait, actually we talked about like how to introduce you over text. Did you think about that?
I did. Just go with Karl.
Karl?
Karl.
Okay.
We got Karl. And we got...
You gotta introduce me. You know what I mean? It's straightforward.
He goes by TTRUIETT.
I don't go by a lot of
Turner
things.
from the
I
back.
don't go through a lot of things, but that is one of them.
Alright, so like y'all are at the point. So we got Karl who does illustration, art.
Well, I do what you need.
We got Turner working on sound engineer and producing.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
However, y'all don't got like, I mean, you're working more on the branding side, but what do you call you?
I'm working. I have a brand. I'm trying to work on. It's not complete yet. XP. Experiment with. Just want to experiment, create new things.
Right.
Hard.
See what I can do.
Hard.
And you working on your brand?
Yeah.
You want
That's
to?
always been my main thing. I
We
mean, I
talked
got the
about
product. I got the skills and shit, but I've never been good at branding, so that's something I gotta work on.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, that's the hard part, man.
Yeah. It's all part of like like this interview is even part of it.
Fact, you take all that shit
Solidified,
out.
yeah. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all like explain what y'all do. We'll start with you, Karl.
I get thoughts out of my head. You know what I'm saying? I put it on paper, so I don't have to think about it anymore.
Mm.
You know.
Yo, that was...
Yeah, that was deep.
Right, that
That's
was deep as fuck, yo. Turner's like, wait, hold on. Let me look up some quotes online that I used.
He wrote it down.
But that's dope. That's dope.
Sorry, no.
That's why it's kind of hard for me to cover it. Because it's like I'm trying to do someone else's vision, and they don't want to get... I mean, like, they give me the full picture, but if it's like... If I'm not 100% into it, it might not be like, you know what I'm saying? Like with Talon's thing. I feel like y'all gave me pretty good free roam on it.
Right.
So I could do what I wanted to.
That shit was hard, too.
Oh yeah, no, I think
Came
it's
out pretty
hard.
nice.
You know, I think it's hard to like, tell someone that it gotta be like this. Just gotta let. I mean, that's why the artist is an artist.
I think it just becomes a little harder when you have to take someone's idea and kind of put your own spin to it. Because you already have like your own type of like style that you're going for. So like including something else into that, it doesn't make it like impossible, but it makes it a little bit more difficult.
It's just it brings a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing that kind of bridges, I guess, all of us together is that Thailand project.
Definitely.
So tell a little bit like how that process was for you at least.
For the cover art.
For the cover art.
Honestly, I didn't want to come short to the table. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
Revenge of the
to.
Clout.
There's a lot to work
OG
with.
Lil Jit.
It was somewhat like I want to say, not most difficult, but just like I put.
Conceptual.
Yeah. But the craziest thing is, honestly, that was done in, I want to say, maybe under 24 hours. Bro.
It was pretty quick.
It
like,
was, yeah, because
it wasn't quick to get you on it because I remember I texted you a lot. I was like, "Yo, what's good? Yo, you good today?" And he's like, "Nah, Brad, something coming up." And I was like, "Yo, okay, don't worry, but like, just keep me in mind, just keep me in mind." And then it came to the point, like, all right, like I gotta set a date for him so he can just like work.
Like, once I'm under pressure,
It's like that.
Yeah, I said like a fake day too. I was like, "Yo, we need it like in 3 days because we're gonna release it." And then he's like, "All right, I got you." Yeah, but it was hard.
No,
everyone was really happy about it.
No, yeah. That shit was hard.
Yeah, and then Godsidol over there put his own twist to it. And honestly, like however Mikey finished it was pretty nice. I was surprised too. Like that's pretty good.
With the whole box art and everything, that shit was.
Oh yeah,
that shit was beautiful.
Yeah.
Literally favorite part.
Yeah.
Who came up with that like design?
It was off the process.
I don't remember how we thought of turning it into a VHS or a DVD type like case, but
That shit was hard.
How hard is it to put a video on like VHS? Is that?
I really don't know.
You sound mad old and like
Like you're trying to watch some VHS.
You're not gonna be able to use it, but it'd be dope if you had, or even if you just had like an old VHS tape. Like, do you have any?
Just as like a concept, like you
like,
could put it in and that joint starts playing. Yeah, that'd be
you
hard.
get some more music videos out and put that on the roll or something.
You mean like how to put an actual video onto the VHS?
Yeah.
It's as long as it
VHS recording.
it's as long as you take to play it. So if the music video is 5 minutes, you can count 5 minutes or an hour. I don't know.
Nigga said how the VHS work.
Damn.
I just
2018.
Yeah,
2018.
sure, bro.
Nah, yeah, legitimately the other day I was working on some VHS like work actually for something ROTC related. So I brought over some VHSs from my grandma's house. And then my little sister, like I pull out the VHSs and my little sister looks at it and she's like, what is that? I was like, oh,
how old is she?
She's like 10.
You ain't talking
yeah, hell no.
I got her hip. I got her hip.
Send her the link.
But she was so surprised.
Like, you ain't got the clout. It's
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
You
Like,
pulled out
somebody
the
10
history
years
book
old
for that
really
one.
doesn't know what a VHS tape is.
Right. Like 2007, 2008.
Yeah,
We were already in
we caught-
DVD.
We caught it at the
DVDs.
end though. I don't know how long the VHS reign was for, but we caught it like at the end though.
All I know is I remember going to the store to get like the actual movie rentals, like
Yeah.
before the Redbox and
Blockbuster.
But did you get like what's the
VHS? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
You got VHSs? I don't remember
Yeah, I
getting
remember.
VHSs.
Yeah, I just remember DVDs.
Remember
I do
VHS?
remember
I remember
too.
going to DVDs.
Yeah, you got them. You had VHSs
I
at home.
honestly remember them having both.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like in
at
the
some point.
store. I feel
No,
like
yeah, you're right.
But I
Yeah.
remember where it switched over.
It was in the back of Blockbuster. You gotta go all through the
Facts.
aisles.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, Blockbuster was nice. I remember.
R.I.P. bro.
R.I.P.
Yeah, my cousin got me like a Spyro, like a rental,
What's this shit, bro?
and I just never gave it back. And then they went out of business.
It's like
I
that.
did
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I just forgot. I was just like, I'll just
That's a
incur
come
all
up.
the fees. At
I had a
fucking-
lot of
Somebody should have
9
done
years
that,
old.
like gone in there and rented like
That's
100
probably why
DVDs.
they went out of business.
They were like, fuck it.
They just kept it, never went to go buy it.
But for sure. So we got the cover art aspect, which is, probably, every aspect is important. You have the
Key
cover
video,
art.
the whole
That's what
package.
catches like the attention,
Facts.
at the beginning. But then you got like the actual like the music, the inside.
Yeah.
I was working on. Did you worked on the whole album, right? You touched every song.
Yeah.
You did every
Yeah.
song?
Yeah, I engineered every song, I think. Yeah. I'm trying to remember, like it was a long time ago. That shit was like a year ago.
It
6
was a
months
year ago, yeah.
But yeah, man, that shit kind of came together organically. I mean, Timeline just sent me the stuff he was working on, and I don't know. It shit just clicked. I mean, I heard what he was trying to do with it, and we kind of worked back and forth to get that sound right. But that shit just came. I mean, mostly from him. You know what I mean? Like,
Word, yeah, I mean,
can't do a
was-
lot without a good performance, and he killed the shit. So
Word.
I just
Yeah.
mixed it to did what needed to be done. and shit, so.
Right. Was that your first time working on a whole?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I never thought about it like that. But yeah, that was my first full project.
That's good. I
That's
mean,
dope.
I was hoping he would like push it to the like the streaming services for that one already.
Facts.
But there were some songs that he
Yeah.
couldn't clear, so
Yeah, nah,
so it's
that
just
shit-
out there.
that
So
shit
for the
is
next
fun.
one, that's what it is.
Yeah, hopefully I don't want to say too much, but hopefully we got some shit coming.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, I don't know. I
mean,
honestly
y'all
don't
were
know
y'all
myself.
were working
I've heard little things.
Yeah, like we be working, but like it's all about just putting it
shit.
together, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What's the process going through that? You know me, I love music. I wish I knew how to make
Nigga, I'll
music.
make a beat. I'm like, damn, this shit hard.
That's it.
He said, damn, this shit's
Profit.
hard. And then, because we got a couple joints, but it's just about putting together that project. And
No.
I've been loafing. I mean, we've been talking about it, but I've been loafing a little bit about because I send them the beats and I got mixed the shit, so it's a whole process.
Right, you
on
do
my end.
like you do both.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's hard.
yeah, but as for like ROTC, that shit just came together pretty organically.
Right.
That shit was dope. I remember we were, even before like the tape was made or anything, like even being close to being done, I was talking to Talon and I was like, yo, we should get Turner on this shit.
Facts.
Because Turner is fire.
Niggas gave him the DIADOZ welcome and everything.
Word,
Shit was
yeah.
hard.
I hit up Turner and I was like, yo, would you be down? He was like, hell yeah, I'd be down. I was like,
Fuck it,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me like, yo, I think Turner like we should like have him more close. We have him more close.
Yeah.
Because
But
I listened to his mix and I was like, man,
Yeah, man.
you're good.
I appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Because I was doing mixing for like a little bit.
Yeah, and he was doing things. So.
Word, I liked it.
Nigga,
It was fun.
like,
It was fun.
Your
But
mixes are good. Like, it's just sounded good.
What songs do you make?
I mixed all of
Like,
them.
all
Talon's,
Talon's
all
old
songs.
songs.
All of them, yeah.
Nigga was going hard.
yeah, your freshman year
On the low,
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah, on the super low.
super
'cause-
low, yeah.
But yeah, once I heard Turner, I was like, yo,
He's like, yeah,
We
I'm
need
not
to
trying to do this shit. Nah, but yeah, nah.
we need to move forward.
Facts. That shit happened pretty good.
I feel like when you bring in like different people, like different groups of people, you just add something new to it every time.
Right,
like
right.
You said with different interviews and whatnot, it could be that one, you know what I'm saying, spark.
Right.
Just gotta experiment, make new things.
I think it's all about just working with different people, like trying to branch out from like your circle. Cause I mean, we could have stayed like without hitting up Turner or anything. I would have kept on mixing and stuff. Maybe it would have gotten better. But I think you have to recognize when someone is better than you and like try to learn from that person and. Also, like, include everyone in your project, because people like to be included in, like, stories, and, like, I think each art project is kind of, like, a story in itself.
Yeah. You get into, like, I find this myself, just mixing stuff, you get into your own, like, patterns, your own rhythms, and you don't even notice it.
Exactly.
Sometimes it might be a good pattern, but sometimes it might be, like, a bad pattern.
Right.
You just don't notice, but getting those fresh eyes definitely helps.
Exactly. I feel like once you bring in that other person, it's like a little restart for yourself, and you're like, all right, let me reevaluate some parts.
Yeah, there's no way like we could do like what we're trying to do like just one person.
Yeah.
There's
y'all be working y'all's ass off too.
I mean, we try.
I'd be loafing.
Me too.
Yeah, one thing I do see more common than anything is like the artist, the passion and the day job combination. Like that, it's always the case until like. You can only rely on one. I don't know. A lot of people say you gotta like if you really love it, you gotta dive into it, but it's not that easy.
It's not that easy,
and it's not set up.
It's definitely not that easy. Like you just gotta pay for shit. That's the bottom line. You gotta pay for shit. Like this shit is sweet. I think I'm doing good, but like
it's like time and money. Those are the biggest things that you.
It's like I love what I do, but I'm not trying to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to struggle to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can, you know what I'm saying? I can go to work, come home, fill up a page, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I can come home, work. I don't need to struggle. Like, damn.
Yeah. And I think the art suffers like when you try to force it out or something like where at the end of the week you gotta make a certain amount, so you just gonna make a certain amount of product anyway. And at the end, it's just gonna feel like you're kind of forcing it, which I find myself doing sometimes.
And also, like when you integrate, I mean, you have the art as your career, but you're working like for someone else's vision, like as your pay. I don't know. Some people can't do that, or that's why it kind of splits up into like, all right, I'll just work for my money and I'll do what I want.
Like you said, it's a little bit harder when you include that.
Have you tried to do that? Have you tried to be in that position before, like? Work
strictly do
commissions or work.
Right now, I feel like I wouldn't have enough work around here, and I haven't branched out or like branded enough to do that. But at some point, I mean, I want to do that.
Right.
But it's like I don't know if I want to strictly do cover art.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing that sells.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like right now, it's pretty much what it seems like, and like I want to do that, but I don't want to put out shitty work.
Right.
Like I want to have like nice equipment to do nice shit, like
investing in yourself.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
Trying to invest in myself right now, which is why I'm working.
Right.
And getting better. Working on my craft and working on
So would you say
bread.
like at this point you're at a stage where you're kind of still trying to like bring more like eyes to your work?
Pretty much it.
Like just working through that, and then at some point once you get enough eyes, like, and you can pick what you want to work on.
Pretty much it. That and fine tuning my work.
Right.
Like it might. Like, my work may look the same as what I've done a couple of years ago, which I don't think it does. But it's just, like, the little aspects that I feel like you wouldn't see if you weren't working on it.
Right,
there
right.
Working
Exactly. Like when going back to the Renzo the Clout cover, now that I'm working through it and, like, taking, like, little pieces here and there to create something new, like, I notice how much detail there is. Like, I didn't notice the little arrows and shit around the DIADOZ at the bottom at first. And there's like there's a DIADOZ in there next to the building.
That's a graffiti, right?
Yeah, and there's like little arrows and stuff around it. I was like, oh shit, I didn't notice that the first time.
The building in the background, like towards I think it's the bottom right corner. It's like Capitol Records.
Yeah,
It'd be like the Death Star of.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's mainstream. You know what I'm saying? They take over pretty much everything. They sign whoever.
Right. But yeah, there's like little things here and there that I had not picked up on.
That's the artist like annotation, right?
Yeah. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
That's dope.
Yeah, no, and and like...
Well, that whole cover, like, kind of... I feel like I'd have to look at it, but most of it, like, symbolizes a lot. Not, like, certain people in it, yeah.
We'll throw up the cover, like, in the video. We'll show it.
You can do that.
No, it's the only... I don't know what we would consider, like, our, participation in that album, but... I feel like it was our first like I guess project that we wanted to sort of have a creative direction on.
I feel like
Yeah.
your guys' aspect was partly mine was the whole visual aspect.
Yeah.
Videos,
Yeah.
cover art, physical copies, like
direction, and then I guess another part of our aspect was just to roll out the promo part, like
100%, which y'all are excellent at.
we're just
And nowadays, that's kind of the type of shit that you have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, that you really want to do to get your shit noticed.
Just plan it out.
Everybody and their mom's got a SoundCloud link to post.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's just the nature of the climate these days. So if you have something visual to put with that, like, you got to think about your tweet on the timeline. Like, if you motherfuckers gonna scroll past that shit fast.
right.
So like, if you got a little cover art that's dope to go with that, or you got a little 30-second video snippet, like, people are actually gonna check it out instead of just scrolling past that link, because people love scrolling past links. I mean, they do it every day.
Because it's just text.
You just get jaded to it. I mean, like, I do it all the time. I mean, it's a link.
Especially if the link doesn't look good. Like if it's just a bunch of numbers and whatever.
You know what I mean? So like,
I guess it's not
definitely
clean.
not
That basic link is just like
so just thinking about like what you're putting out there and like that product.
Right.
That's important, because first impressions are everything, and now that first impression is going to be on the timeline.
Right.
Just scrolling and it might just scroll right past.
Of course.
it could be somebody who's about to make your dreams come true, and they see that jump, and they're like, oh, you
Like, I don't got time for
Yeah, it really. Yeah,
it really
is.
honestly is. Like, Twitter is,
like that tweet that's like, yo, one retweet can change my life, whatever. That's true. It's true.
It's corny, but it's true.
It's true. It's so true.
That's the same thing with you make a song, somebody puts it on a meme.
Oh,
you know,
oh,
swear Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty.
I heard he had some clout before that, but I don't believe it, bro. I swear he came up off of that.
What's
for which one?
Minnesota. It was some hilarious video, bro.
Was it?
Yeah, that was the first that I heard from him. I was like, nigga, this is garbage.
I don't remember the
Oh, you talking about the one night joint? Yeah.
That joint blew
The video?
Yeah, some dude made like a funny video.
No, I
to
remember
one
like
night.
I forget.
I mean, like I heard music before that, but that shit definitely
took it to another level.
That took it up.
I remember when I was. I think the biggest thing was when he got invited to do like a Ill Roots show in LA.
Yachty.
And and that was at the like everything happened so fast for him, like in the beginning.
For real though.
I think it was just one night, I guess. One night was like his like.
One night in Minnesota, I think, were the first. I heard Cole like Minnesota first, and I couldn't
Cole
hate it
like
more, bro. I really was behind on that shit, especially Yachty, because I remember
red
hating
hair,
Yachty at first. I mean,
So
like,
are we respecting Yachty nowadays?
all right.
Of course,
Maybe.
you got
His
I
last-
respect the
His last
fuck
project
out
was
of
kind of mid, but yeah, no, I respect. I definitely respect him way more than I did when he came out. I was hating like a
I don't make
motherfucker.
his video.
I don't. You know, I wish I made music. I don't make music, so I respect him on that aspect. But to the extent of like
His
a rank or like
I respect his brand.
I
more than
don't know.
respect
Oh, brand
him.
definitely.
I
He
mean, I
branded
don't
the
even.
shit out.
Yeah.
But he has
his
good.
own
His winter,
dreads.
his collab mixtape with Wintertime. I think it was called Wintertime on a Boat. That's my
that's right.
favorite project, like sonically, and like everything just is like perfect, and it's not long, whatever. But like if you get a chance to listen to that, like that.
That's your
That is a
favorite?
vibe.
Hey, we got
Man,
we
nigga,
got
that's
Lil
top
Yachty.
album. Yeah.
Like my favorite Yachty joint. My favorite Yachty joint.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think I've heard that shit.
No,
I think I checked it out.
There probably some songs
I don't
that
think
you've
I
heard from
clicked
it.
with it. Like,
Well, yeah.
play it back.
Like
So I'm
what's the
gonna
biggest
give it-
songs from there?
I like Chopper. You gotta listen to it. I'm not gonna recite it right now.
His name is some
You can play the
obscure one.
snippet on the video right now. Nah,
It goes hard. It goes hard.
But I respect Yachty's brand more than anything.
He got
Nigga
the
got
chef. He got the Target.
He's super
bag.
brandable, you know what I mean?
He's
Sober
Target,
nigga with the
yeah.
braids, like looking cool
Yeah.
with the happy songs, like
Of
nigga got the
course.
Target, all that. So I respect that, and I respect the hustle. So
Yeah, and good management. He
Yeah.
linked up with Gucci's manager.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
QC,
right.
QC, yeah,
QC.
Migos manager. Like he just
Facts.
fucking took him from
Yeah,
zero
they
to
went-
100.
Facts.
Yeah, they made a
People-
lot of
yeah.
bread off that.
Nigga, they're making bread this year.
But yeah,
QC.
but at the end of the day, it's just like how you utilize the internet and how do you like put yourself out there.
Right.
Facts, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's just getting more difficult with everybody figuring that out
Yeah.
for themselves. I mean, there's more
Yeah.
people.
There's no like.
It's so
It seems
hard.
like everyone's gonna jump in. Like everyone's gonna jump in unless you're making like the only new thing now is like business models and like technology. If you're like pushing a sort of, and you know, like just the average Joe isn't, you know, messing around with like what's it called, like cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology or whatever.
It's so hard to be original.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in the world.
Yeah, shit.
Billions.
Yeah.
So you got people that'll listen.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're not original in the internet nowadays, like you're gone into obscurity.
Yeah.
To some degree.
Yeah.
Niggas be getting off by just
Sometimes,
like copying and shit.
Yeah. Sometimes.
But y'all fuck with memes?
Memes?
Nah, I don't even know what that is.
I know Turner come through with the fire meme.
Bro,
Yeah, both.
bro, the future for real? Yo, the future is the video memes. The video memes change the game. Nah, nigga. I know
We
what a
constantly
GIF
be
is.
in the group chat like, yo,
But, like-
you want this video? You want this video?
Yo, what?
Actually,
Yo, it's
you
like
know
trading cards, bro.
like the reaction video when they actually got the sound, those are the next level memes. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
I got like for
yeah.
you. Hold up.
Yeah, nigga, like,
Wait, I'm gonna grab another one of these.
Wait, you gotta explain this to me.
pull me up. Can't.
Yeah,
The videos?
Yeah.
Juice?
I need some water.
the reaction videos.
Yeah, like,
There I got
like you
one
know
right
how
now.
Shannon Sharp, like, he got the big clout this year off of like,
It's one
skip,
of-
skip.
Right.
Niggas just be doing reactions
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got the
Backwoods.
woods. Those are the new memes, like the video memes.
I'm hoarding those. Thanks. But nah, I got you.
Niggas gonna ask the question and walk away.
Did you watch it?
You gotta grab another one.
Like this your whole up life. Yes,
You gotta send it to me.
See what
Throw it
I
up,
mean?
throw
It's
it up.
trading cards, bro. You gotta trade the video memes.
Yeah, I swear him and Kendall got way
You know,
more.
Kendall got all the memes, bro. He's the plug.
That's what
Yeah,
made
Kendall
me
be
was
quiet.
Shout
like-
out Kendall
We just got
at
the
non
one-
_ Kendall. He's goofy.
Do I know?
He just be waiting. He
Christian's
be,
brother. Christian cool.
yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, I do know.
He be waiting, bro.
Yeah.
I remember I tweeted something and he had never tweeted at me before.
They be in the cut
He
waiting
just
for
said
the
the
right
funniest
moment.
shit.
He be
Oh,
right.
yo.
That's what I love about Kendall. He don't waste his like
Oh,
tweets.
so
He don't
right.
waste his funny moments.
There's a method to this.
You gotta ask him,
I'm
but
not-
he be.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not
kind.
like really hip. Like now that the GIF feature is like more prevalent, I hit like reactions with the GIF more. But I'm super
Do you
late on
go
that.
do you go find your own gifts or are you in like the Twitter gifts?
I'm in the
Like,
Twitter GIFs. I don't
Yeah,
say
Twitter
it
gifs
by
be low, fam.
I'm in the mainstream GIFs.
Cause you be trying to find some good gifts in there and be. I don't know. I don't want to say
There's like
the
go-to
gift section
GIFs.
is gentrified.
It is.
I mean,
You find
I
some
can
such
see- I can
such weird
see
gifts
that.
that I would
You'll
never
see the
use.
same gif on Twitter.
Right.
You'll scroll same. So you
Yeah.
just
Like
keep seeing
that,
it.
like that white
I
boy
got
just
gifs.
like.
Oh
Yeah,
exactly,
like I
exactly.
see that a lot, but when in the beginning it was hot, like that was like a
So
red.
where do y'all go for these memes then?
For real.
Where's the gold mine?
I mean, it's not like I be collecting
there's
them,
different
but like,
meme
yeah, you just
formats.
say
you be collecting them.
I do be collecting them, but it's not like I be like,
Yeah.
it's not like I be like, yo, let me get on and see what I can screen record.
See what I can find
Like,
today.
yeah, you know what I mean? But if you see something
just-
funny, like you
like,
just gotta
you
collect
think
it.
there's something
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
got screen recorded, or I got there's this app that like can save Twitter gifs. Like if somebody
Yeah.
tweets a gif, you put the link of the tweet, and it'll save the gif for you.
Sure.
What?
Like I just.
And I'll be too deep in
Yeah,
my Twitter.
because it's hard like to just oh.
What?
Get the camera, get the frame.
Just throw it up on there. Just scoop.
Throw it up on there.
What is it?
Wait, what pictures are on the
It's a
bottom?
code.
left?
Nah,
Yeah, y'all
You
gotta
just
send
saw-
us those memes so we can throw it up on there.
It's a
Facts. All right, play the meme roll right now.
coach. Meme, bro. On some
So
Joe Rogan.
which jump did you send me?
Just more editing for us.
It wasn't like a gif. It was it was Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, niggas. You just gotta find the funny.
That's my next president.
Man. R.I.P. bro.
Yo,
He
so
not dead, bro.
I was like, what?
Y'all
Talking
know-
about his run.
Niggas
R.I.P. his
loved on
political
him, bro.
career.
Yeah.
Yeah, people tell me he's not gonna be our next president. I have low key
I don't think he
hope.
will, because he old.
He gets
As much as I love that
now.
nigga,
I
and
mean, he's
He
old.
got the
I
people.
think he's healthier than Trump is, because that nigga just be eating chicken sandwiches all day. You can tell.
Coca-Cola.
But,
I mean,
but,
that's facts.
but
No
yeah.
fake news.
Yeah, I mean, they was trying to get him for his age 2 years ago, so they gonna kill him.
That's
in
gonna be a
2020. Be like,
That's gonna
nigga,
be a
you're
strategy.
old, and I don't think he really want to do all that again.
Yeah.
He should.
I mean, he
The
definitely
sacrifice.
he wants so
would.
much smoke.
He's
you know?
gonna do it.
course,
He wants
he's gonna
all
do
the
it.
smoke.
He's the only politician that wants to smoke.
He went after Jeff. He's going after the Waltons.
The Waltons,
He's
nigga,
going
that's
after the big
real.
guys.
He's going
That's
after the
real.
Cokes.
He's going after Walmart, Koch brothers. It's too deep. It's
Y'all
too
vote?
deep for
Y'all
that
vote?
nigga. Yeah, sadly.
Yo, shout out.
Voting was no, I'm joking. Voting is important, but I'll be pulling up to the polls in West Virginia like, damn.
Y'all fuck with Rockville?
No.
Yeah,
Go
fuck
Rock.
niggas.
Nobody fucks with Rockville and J. Cole.
But somehow
people do. I be seeing pro signs.
No, it's
already
fake.
It's already passed.
It's fake.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
they're
passed,
already
right?
doing it.
Yeah,
They're already doing
like
it.
they already got the
Allegedly.
land,
Surprising.
everything.
That
Like
doesn't surprise me
you
at
know
all.
what Foxglove is?
No. Yeah.
You know what Jefferson is?
Yeah.
Like it's like something like that road or like where that apple orchard is. All that right there, they like I guess Ransom or wherever Rockwell's supposed to be.
Can someone explain it here?
Like Rockwell.
So basically, I don't know exactly what the company is, but it's something like European
Someone
Swedish
from
company.
Denmark.
Yeah, they pretty much want to. I don't know exactly.
They
what
create
do.
insulation. That's what it is.
But they have like toxic waste that goes, you know,
A lot of
there's
toxic
always
waste,
byproducts
yeah.
of waste and
Pollution.
shit.
Tons.
And the main thing I heard about it was it's by two schools. It's by Jefferson and
North
it's
Jefferson
by
and I don't know what other school.
Yeah, I don't
North Jefferson and what's that? one
Page?
shit? No, it's like an elementary school.
TJ something.
It's like some badass school. It's like if you went there, like
People are
you're just-
legit threatening, like,
Over
if this corporate comes here, like, I'm moving out. Like, the only reason I came to Jefferson County, West Virginia is, you know, to live a nice life.
Facts.
Not
But
to
that
be...
shit-
Toxic free.
It's strange, man.
But that's it's definitely past. Like you don't buy all the land and then
Right.
to like
No.
not get it. Like,
Well, I saw some people talking about it today, and they were saying that they felt they were already what's it called?
like building and shit back there.
Digging the foundation.
Dynamite. Using dynamite.
Oh,
it might not be
demolition.
Dynamite.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I
Demolition.
don't think it's down.
Niggas really doing this shit.
Awesome.
These niggas crying about this shit.
Acme, like, cartoon shit.
If you go back that way, it's like, have you ever been past there? Like, do you know where North Jefferson is?
Yeah.
Do you know like that bridge that you go over back there?
Yeah.
I want to say it's like back there. So it's not right by the school, but it's, you know what I'm
But
saying?
I think the whole
It's
thing
close
is
enough.
like
It's, you know what I'm saying?
runoff water and all that
Toxic,
shit.
all
You know
that
what I
shit.
mean? Like it'll get to the school.
My
Right. That'll go.
The shit
my
just don't
mom's-
disappear.
what's her name? Jennifer. She owns a bee company, like honey, all that shit. Like
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
you need, I would plug it, but I don't know what it is.
Honeybees.
But,
Honeybees are
not
honeybees are dying out there.
But
Just shout out the local honey.
But no, she was the main reason why she didn't want it is because it's like literally I want to say right by it, like close to shit, and she's like it's gonna
There's
get in
particles. Like, even though
All
you can't
that.
see it or whatever, there's particles that affects, like, all the
the air. It
animals in
affects
the
the
area.
bees. Bees
The
are
horses,
already
the
fucked.
horse
Right.
traffic.
Bees are already fucked.
Shout out to
Yeah,
bees. I love
yeah.
y'all.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Yo,
shout
shout
out
out B
Bees.
movie.
Yo, I watched
Shout
the
out
B
Barry
movie the
B,
other day.
bro.
I was like,
Number one.
Barry Bernstein, whoever his name is.
yeah, shout out.
Is that his
Shout out.
name?
Yo, but
Barry,
okay, so
definitely
now that we're on
Barry.
the topic of, you know, Rockville, like, growing up out here, like, how is, like, growing up out here and doing what you do? Like, for you,
It's
like,
different.
How
I mean,
long have you
it's
guys
not
been
hard,
here?
but it's
How about
like-
you, Carl?
I grew up here. This is mine.
You grew up
I
here,
rep
you
it.
too?
This is my hometown. I'm repping.
More or less, yeah. First grade.
Oh,
First,
shit.
yeah, started first grade.
Longer than me. But, yeah,
You
I
moved
mean,
here first grade?
Yeah.
Where'd
Yeah, I
you
used to
from?
live in Leesburg, my grandparents and shit. So I went to kindergarten out
Virginia.
there. Yeah, rich people shit.
yeah.
Nah, we wasn't rich, but
I
you know what I mean,
nah, I
Leesburg,
mean, it doesn't...
that shit is different.
Oh, it's different. No, it's different.
That shit is different. I mean, but I was a kid back then, so yeah, I pretty much grew up here.
I came from the trench.
So, yeah, that's
I was
from
in five.
trenches of Leesburg. You know? Nigga, high tech, bro.
Watch out.
Nah, but yeah, it's, for artists especially, I feel like it's hard.
Yeah.
Definitely
How do you
not.
think school will play a part in, like, which
I hated school.
Didn't at all? There was
Wait,
no
what do you mean
moment-
like play a part in it?
Like, I mean, you know, how did it affect you? How?
If anything, like, I probably shouldn't have. I know there's like schools you can go to.
Yeah.
Like, I probably should have went to one of those because I hate it.
Around here?
No.
What?
No, I'm saying just like the
Oh,
public
around
school
here?
system.
Oh, public
Like
school
growing
system?
up, like how did that affect you going into what you want to do?
Oh, it fucked me up. Like, it fucked me up. Yeah, I want to say
good way to put it,
middle
bro.
school. I used to I had a whole book, just filled. Literally everyone in my might have been like seventh. I think it was 7th grade.
Yeah.
Literally everyone in that class, probably more in the 8th grade. Certain drew a character of them. Like I had
in your book.
Did comics, like everything.
Oh,
nice.
I was in class
Damn,
one
you
day.
were putting in work.
I was putting in work, bro. Cause I ain't.
Were you paying
shit
attention
else.
in class?
Fuck
Yeah.
Look at this nigga.
Damn, fuck school.
But that's the thing though. Like I was drawing in class. Teacher came up, grabbed the joint.
No.
Straight ripped that
What?
joint. Yeah,
What the
ripped
fuck? That's an asshole.
And was like, you need to be paying. Like she could have just been like, you need to put this away, pay attention to more. I probably
She could have confiscated, called her
I'm nice as
parents.
shit.
It could have been there, like for
My
future
mom,
reference.
she side. That's a surprised me because my mom, she usually side with. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't the most truthful sometimes.
Right.
But
She tweaked on him, didn't she?
huh?
She
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Or
Damn.
she didn't tweet, but it was just like, why would you? Well, this is the thing. That lady before had my uncle like a long time ago. He was terrible.
Like a student.
Oh, he was terrible.
Oh yeah, that's another
Terrible
thing
kid.
too. Like, I mean, I moved here in middle school, but
Mhm.
like,
It's like everybody knows everybody.
yeah, like
So
there's
weird.
teachers that had
Sweet.
like the
That shit is
parents
super
of their
weird.
students,
Mhm.
like as students.
But back to it, like that. It just like after that, it was like maybe I should. And then like I kind of was into school and whatnot. Was doing all right, and then I want to say it was like in ninth grade. I met Miss Tina. Shout out her. If I ever make it big, make money, I'm paying that. I'm paying her.
Oh.
Paying that
But
Paying
yeah,
the
she
art
set me
teacher?
straight. Yeah, she was like, cause after like that, I was like, there's no point. I'm not gonna make money.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I need to focus on this and that.
Mhm.
And then I was just like, yeah, I got back into art. Started doing a lot, posting on Instagram.
What she say? What she do? What?
She was
How'd
just
she
like,
change your
what's the
life?
keys, bro? Give us the
She
keys.
showed me. She was like, cause she did it. She did, I think she did comics or something like that. She did
Uh-huh.
comics for people. She did advertisement. She did a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, you can really make money from this.
This is high school.
Yeah, high school, 9th grade. Oh no, 9th or 10th, one of those.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember, but yeah, changed it. I was like, damn, I guess I really can. And I just started drawing more, and then yeah. But it was like between them, like I think it was like the summer. Yeah, the summer before I went. Yeah, so it was 9th grade. Cause the summer before I went in 9th grade, I didn't do shit.
Mm.
Like, cause I played like basketball and stuff. Maybe not that good at
Yeah.
basketball, but I just didn't do art because I was just like pointless. I was like, it's pointless. Like, just, what am I gonna do with that?
Right, like the branding of art. I remember I didn't go
Mhm.
into anything creative like that, like artistic,
Mm-hmm.
because the branding of it was like, you're never gonna make money off of it. You're never gonna like make
it's
a living
hard. It's
off
not
of
a money career.
it. Yeah.
But then like she kind of told me, she was like, she kind of got in my head and it was more like, it's not really about the money. Like, yes, I want to make money from it.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to help my family. But for me personally, it's just about, like I said before, getting those thoughts out of my head,
Right.
drawing, you know what I'm saying? It pretty much like, say if I get in a fight or if I'm mad, not like fist fight.
Right.
Say I
right.
argue with
Like
the
argument.
missus or something
Right,
like
right.
that. Pretty much art is just like it's like not escape route, but it's like yeah, pretty much it's like venting for somebody.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's my venting. Or if it's just like, you know what I'm saying, you're having a bad day, you want to go make music, just listen to music, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Art is my escape.
Right.
As
Right.
soon as I started put pen to paper, it's just honestly, I can't explain it. I really wish I could. I tried to. It's just
It makes you feel good after you do it.
pretty much it. It's like a
Yeah.
relief.
How would you describe your would you say illustrations or art or
I would say
drawings?
art, feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Put a lot, like, I mean, if you look at my art, there's a lot of feeling to it.
Right, right.
Like, you can
You have
see
a style too. Do you like
Mhm.
go for a particular style or is it just like
it's like
how you think?
9th grade, they kind of like set a little bit, and it's honestly like if you look on my Instagram, like you can definitely see the changes.
Yeah.
It just like
Facts.
kind of changes a lot, and then it was me putting just more and more feeling into my art, and then it's kind of like now it's just like 100% on my mood, or like now I
Right.
mean I can do what I want now. Like if I'm like, oh, I need to draw this, or if I have an idea and I put this, I can draw what I want. So it's not 100% feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I'm just like certain art that I might make or certain projects that I'm working on. It's just all like on my mood or how I'm feeling
Right,
right,
right.
then. And I never honestly go in with a plan.
Right.
Like everything I do is just experimenting.
Right.
It's
Right.
just-
So then that goes
it's just-
into your branding,
Mm-hmm.
experimenting.
Definitely.
Where does that come from? I mean, other than just experimenting.
Experimenting is
Or
just
XP.
XP. It's
Or what is it?
Experimenting.
Like, is it you? Is it like?
Because we see experimenting with
mm-hmm. Well,
you
yeah,
know, words,
experimenting with it's like
experimenting with
like me, I like to bring stuff like my art. I bring my feeling and me personally into my art. Like you can even see like some of my art is me.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I bring that into my thing, and what I want to do is experiment with. Experiment with DIADOZ.
Right.
I want to bring like something new. I want to bring something out of y'all and put it out visually or just whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be something like planned. I just want it like we were saying like I just like something to pop up.
Right.
Some
You know what I
visual,
mean?
Some visual.
I don't want to like pressure it out. Just want it to pop up. Same thing with my art. I don't want to pressure it out. Just want to let it happen.
That's hard because that's kind of always what I've been going with, like create my brand. Like that's one thing I always loved about your brand is so, and that's one thing I've always tried to get about my brand is like it's so simple, but it speaks for itself. XP, you know what you're gonna get when you see the XP.
Yeah.
It's short, but it says a lot within it. So I think that's dope. Always dope. That's your brand.
Also like experiment, just different brands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bring something new out of it. Like I did the Sailor Moon thing. I want to do more with that. I was gonna do a speed racer, but it was gonna be like. I mean, I can go into full detail like about the like I could. See, that's the thing. Like I have things in my head.
With speed racing.
It's like how there's like a opioid addiction like Martinsburg, pretty much the whole county right now.
State.
It was gonna be like
in West Virginia. Yeah.
It was gonna be pretty much like speed racer. Droopy eyes always. Like I don't know why. It's just like how I draw eyes. But it's gonna be him like he just like slowed down. Like he's like on something right now. Just sitting like by the car like this, you know what I'm saying, laid out.
Speed racer on speed.
Speed racing.
Speed racing.
Yeah. So it's like more of a dark kind of twist, I guess.
Of course.
Because it's like
the cartoon isn't really dark or anything.
Oh no.
Yeah, I barely remember watching.
Yeah.
Speed Racer, but I remember watching Sailor Moon.
I mean, I don't really watch Speed Racer. I don't think I've ever seen the cartoon. I've seen the movie.
It's iconic.
I didn't even really fuck with it.
Yeah.
But it's just the visuals. I just like how it's made, the colors and
the Mach 5. Right. Yeah. But yeah, and like so, where do you draw or maybe at any point like where did you draw inspiration before, or if you even like think of anything as inspiration or?
Honestly, a lot of my art, it's like pretty much human body. I feel like. Well, that was like a majority of my art for a while.
I've seen
like
a lot of it. Yeah.
Hard on them.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like back to again, like the timeline. It's just what I was doing at high school, like halfway through my high school. Bodies, like it. It was just bodies. Like I literally did a. I don't know if it's on my Instagram anymore, but it was like skulls. It was like me, but I had like skulls around me of like different girls and stuff. And at the time, it was literally just all the bodies that I caught at the time.
Hey.
And like each one was doing something. Each one was doing something different, like pertaining to like.
We need to go back to the Insta post.
The field, man.
The female body. Put it on there, but it was like. Just like the things they were going through, just like things I've been with girls, like things that's going on. But another thing is like now, like all of that was drawn from like pain or something that I've gone through.
Right.
And that's all I've known.
Personal.
Personal pain for like, that's all I've known for a while. Now I'm happy.
So it's how to change.
It's hard right now. That's why I'm struggling.
The art is hard. Damn. Yeah. Why is it like that? Why do we create off of like that sad emotion?
No, bro. That's crazy.
I can see that too. like. Just anything, not just, art, like every day.
Yeah. It's like I can create from pain. I'm really good at that. It's easy as shit to me. Like most of my art is like that. But it's like, I don't want it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I should be able to be happy and create from that. And that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Okay. So experiment with happiness.
I can experiment with happiness.
You fuck with any other? Sorry, go ahead.
No, but I can see where you're coming from. Like, I feel like sometimes it's like the bad things in life kind of push your art forward. It feels like because you try something new or you try something more like powerful than you had done before, and that just becomes like your new norm. I think every stage in your life like gives you another piece of that.
Definitely.
But yeah, I understand like wanting to be happy and at the same time being able to push your art forward like that.
You fuck with any other like illustrators? Like what illustrators you fucking with now? Like, is there a scene for what you do? Gabe?
Gabe goes hard. Shout out to Gabe.
They're gonna be all this shit.
It's the second interview though. We got Gabe.
Come out, Gabe.
We gotta bring
This
Gabe
shit in the
out.
frame, baby. That shit's hard.
Like
DIADOZ West Virginia collab.
XP with DIADOZ, but I seen that shit and I was like, damn, I gotta come hard now.
Yeah, there's a lot of like gems in there.
You snapping with that collage shit.
Bailey, of course, I fuck with all this shit.
Yeah.
It goes hard.
Never really, I ain't talked to him.
Yeah,
Make that
I know.
connection.
He was here last night. No, we'll plug you in. No problem.
Hell yeah.
He's out here. That's the thing. That's crazy.
Exactly. That's the thing. I feel like
It's like it's so close.
And
but
yesterday
you
was my first time meeting that man.
Bro.
it's
That's
so
wild,
easy to
yeah.
get in that West Virginia mentality of like I'm the only creative out here.
Yeah,
and
that's
niggas
how it
not
feels
doing-
like.
And it does feel like that sometimes. And it, I mean, it comes with the territory. But being in that mentality at the same time, you just get blind. Like you put the blinders on.
Yeah.
There might be some cool shit happening over in Martinsburg you didn't even pay attention to because you were in that West Virginia mentality type shit.
Like you're trying to
That
get
was,
on.
yeah, that was definitely me. Cause like half the time I was here, I just thought like I was the only one interested in like making clothes or like designing, doing art,
Right.
any of that shit.
Facts.
Right.
Like I didn't really know anyone else that like the only person I knew that was really into designing clothes or wanted to do something with like making a brand for clothes was Chris Good. Other than that, like I'm trying to think of anybody else that I knew for like the longest. That's pretty much it. And I was just like, it's hard out here. Like
Yeah.
doing it by yourself.
That shit is
Like, y'all, like,
demotivating too. Like
yeah,
you'd be like,
kinda.
damn, I'm like, just get stuck in your own ideas and your own lane.
Mhm.
It's like, damn. You just feel like you're somewhere where it's not creative.
Yeah.
But like, that's just the bias. I think
It's
you put on
yeah, and
yourself.
it's like
Definitely
you got
vibes
so
by
many
yourself.
people that, and like so many unique places out here that it's almost impossible that that's like the fact like you're not the
Yeah.
only person. It's just that you haven't found
Facts.
that person,
Mhm.
No, look,
and
I
it's
realize
crazy
that now.
because like even with Bailey,
Mhm.
Bailey's he's gone through his journey and done so much stuff, and like we realized the first time we like linked on Twitter, he was in one of my classes. We were in the same class
Really?
together, and we didn't even talk.
that's crazy.
And like, and that's another thing with what we're trying to do is like this isn't our first time like trying to build like a little platform. We had something in high school, but then it kind of fell off.
Or
It's to shine a light on like everything, like especially locally, community wise. Like we're not a West Virginia brand, but like we're obviously from here, so we're just gonna reach across the table and be like, y'all already here, y'all already doing
So
something
might as well.
special, so like why not?
easy picking, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it definitely feels that way, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's
It's
tough.
tough.
It's tough. It is
Yeah.
tough.
And I feel. Go ahead.
You guys have shed light on it, so now it's like even more. It's like I know there's definitely more out there for me to do.
Definitely.
So I definitely want to branch out. Do more. I should
Yeah.
be branching out more and doing.
Facts.
I mean, it'll happen. It'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as me and Renzo started going through this, we were like, yo, like, there's so much talent out here. Like, we need like something like for everyone to come together. Because I feel like when you're working on stuff, like you're so focused on like, at least out here, like trying to get on and like, I don't know, just pushing your art and stuff that, like anything that may deviate you from that, you're like, nah, I don't want to deal with it right now. Maybe later.
Facts.
And you just keep going with it.
The crazy thing is like the fans or the people that are like gonna consume your shit are the ones that are also like creative people that want to do that same
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen a lot. Like,
Yeah. So it's like it makes sense. It makes sense to do it to collab, obviously.
And people like who are like artists are also more willing to like work with other people and whatnot.
Right.
Like when I was on, it's still on the iffy about the magazine. Like
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
short
When you
little
talked to me about
magazine, something like that.
I didn't want to bring it up because I didn't know where you were with that.
It's I'm not gonna say I'm gonna put it out yet, but or that I'm even
Speak it.
done on it yet. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's still in the process. It's
Right.
probably gonna be a while.
Right.
But just a shout out, like I had a couple people say they would like work on me with it. Like you even said something about it, and shout out Tyler Hooks, photographer.
She's
Bro, she's
amazing.
amazing. I love her. Not like that.
I have to check
Chill,
it out.
bro.
I have to check it out. Bro.
But no, yeah, she's really good.
No, she's
she
not.
said she would help me with it. She said she would do photography for it and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like think about
She
like
was one of the main
fucking.
ones I wanted to.
I've actually thought about like reaching out to her because I've seen her photography and I know she does not just photography, like she sets up, like she does makeup
She's
and
an
stuff.
artist too.
No,
Yeah.
she's hard.
I'm-
She's super hard.
She was in my
That's hard.
AP class, high school.
Mhm.
Me personally, I think she's a better artist than me. she's just like.
Bullshit.
I
was I'm not shitting on her.
I don't really know.
Another person, I don't even. He don't really post a lot, but do you know Joe Stemmel?
I think I've heard his
Joe
name.
Stemmel is
Definitely heard his name.
amazing artist, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's so amazing.
Damn.
But he just doesn't post.
Okay.
Which I mean, I kind of get because it's hard being an artist right now.
Yeah.
Because social media, it's like, if I post something on Instagram,
Hard or easy? I mean,
it's easy, but it's like,
it has its pros and cons.
yeah.
This is
A lot of
what
social media
I've been
cons
thinking about
to it,
this
so
a lot. I think it's easier.
If you,
It's easier to get on. It's harder to make it.
Create.
Yeah, make it last. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's real
Oh,
easy
yeah.
to get that quick hit.
Yeah.
And but that's the thing. Everyone's doing it too.
Yeah.
So the consumers, they're wading through all the, like I said, all the links and all this shit. I think it's just harder. It's harder to get your shit clicked on, but once you do, it's easy. You know what I mean? It's easier to mass produce and get it to as many people as you want.
Yeah.
But it's harder to convince people
Like,
because
to
everyone's
sustain.
trying to convince you
Right,
nowadays.
right.
Everyone's trying to convince you my link's the best, my link's this. So when
And
you
it's
got,
not even and it's not even just art. Like if you're on social media, you're competing with everybody. You're competing with like other companies. You're competing with like politicians, like for attention.
Right.
I mean, you don't even have to look at it as competition either.
it's not straight up competition, but I think it's competition for people's attention.
Yeah.
Because they only got so much that they're really gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's only so many tweets that they're gonna interact with like on a daily basis.
It makes
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes like a creator feel good that that they're being noticed.
Yeah.
Or anybody that makes something, like it's better like if everybody hates on it than if nobody says shit. I don't know if I think Kanye said that or something.
Yeah. It's all about interactions nowadays.
He's like Kanye's gonna come from man. Nah, let's not talk about Kanye. Let's not talk about Kanye. Yo, but all right. So let's talk about how like your come up to to where you are now, like music wise.
Where?
How'd you start? How'd you start off?
I always played piano as a kid, so I guess it just grew from there.
Was that the first instrument you learned?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I played band in middle school, high school, so I think that might have came first, but it might have came all together. I do, as much as I hate to do it, I do gotta give a shout out to my brother. Cause he actually,
Brandon?
Yeah,
Shout out
Brandon.
Brandon.
He actually told me to start
My cat
making
better be
beats from the
doing well.
jump, pretty early on, and I never really, I still don't take it serious, but I never really took it serious. I mean, I do, you know what I mean? I definitely got better at it, and you learn things along the way, but like starting off, he told me just to see what's up with it. And I just started messing around with it, and it was like a long process of like, from messing around to making a song, to realizing that song sucked. That's a repeat, you know what I mean? You're gonna make a song, it's gonna suck. You're gonna make a beat, it's gonna suck. And it's just all about realizing what sucked about it and moving on. But I always played piano, so that's where it just grew from.
Yo, now that you're on the topic of Brandon, I don't know if you remember, but I remember.
Topic?
Yo, let me make it a topic. Brandon, I mentioned like a before project that me and Maro had. It was called The Good Grind.
Yeah.
And we were really low key with it. Nobody knew it was us, but we were featuring like it was pretty much like any other blog except like we sprinkled in like some locals. And Brandon, like our top viewers were in Morgantown. Brandon was in Morgantown at the time. Brandon would always spam us with this kid named Devin Miles. He's
Devin
like,
Miles is dope, yeah.
He was like, yo, like put my, feature Devin Miles on the website. Featured
Pennsylvania. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
It sounds so familiar.
I don't know,
Like,
but
I
I
might
just
not
remember
too.
that like that was the only person like trying to get like his friend on or whatever.
A&R Brandon True.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is crazy. And we were like being low key, so we didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
And it was before like you can like the read tag came on.
Yeah, for real, he tried to do the same shit with me, which I'll always appreciate, but I think it was just like a wrong time type thing. He tried to kind of hook me up with them, and then
Yeah.
I think it was just a situation where I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? I was still making shitty beats. I mean, some were good, some were bad, but
Right.
But yeah, you know what I mean? He'd be trying to get
His
stuff
brother-
in there.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trying to put you
I
on.
think he knows something.
The engineer. So what are the struggles you have as an engineer, and what are the struggles you have as a producer?
all about, I mean,
because some people could do one or the other, or
I think it comes hand in hand. I think if you have a good grasp of sonics, I think an engineer could definitely produce. I mean, if you have that musical background, I think it comes kind of hand in hand. But I think it's just a matter of, and I think that's always been a thing with my beats is producing. I always wanted to make them sound good. And I think that's a lot of what holds me back, because, you know, some producers just make a banger that's not mixed.
Yeah.
It's still a banger, though. Like,
Yeah.
I'll spend all that time mixing and making sure just the sonics and, like, shit's going on, like, in the left ear and the right ear. That shit was always interesting to me.
you would never put out a look at me.
Shit, I might. That's what the kids want these days. So,
I mean, these days, but like, if you hear that song for the first time, you'd be like, yo.
I heard it the first time, I was like, damn, this nigga tweaks. Like,
Ro-
this bass
Rojas.
is OD loud. Like,
Yeah.
That joint was OD.
Shout out to Rojas. Rojas reps
Shout out
us-
to Rojas.
Yo,
DIADOZ gang.
Yo, Rojas reps is hard and
That is
super
hard.
appreciated.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Word. That's what's dope.
Yeah.
That's what's dope.
He's game for that.
But I'm just saying, like, that Florida sound was super unedited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as an
Yeah,
engineer
yeah.
producer, you wouldn't put something out like that.
I mean, probably technically no, I wouldn't have. But does that mean they did something wrong by putting it out like that? Hell no. It's all about. At the end of the day, as an engineer, like, people won't notice everything you do. If you do it right, people won't notice what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It'll just be a great ass song. They're not gonna notice. If you do it wrong, they're gonna hear that click or hear that whatever.
Mm.
So I think me as an engineer has always been trying to be involved as I can, but like I'm not gonna put hella effects on the vocal just because I can. I know how to. It's all
Right.
about, you know, working with that balance. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
You can do it, but should you?
Exactly. So it's all about, especially with engineering, it's all about kind of channeling the artist's energy
Yeah.
and just bringing what they do to the forefront.
I mean,
Do you
Bars.
usually go
yeah, that's
like
bars.
mixing as you go along producing? Or?
Sadly, yes.
You
That's
do
what
that?
that's
Okay.
what like makes
That's-
me
that's what
spend
makes it
too longer on a beat.
Right.
I need to get better at just creating whatever I need to create, and then mixing it later.
Right.
So that's always been the thing with me that kind of keeps my production lagged. Is always trying to make sure everything sounds good, and so I think there's definitely two different roles that need to be
Like
done separately. Yeah,
Yeah.
but me just being in, like, I'll be playing one instrument and I'll be like, this doesn't sound the way I want to. Let me
Yeah.
just EQ it now, and then I'll just get in a rabbit hole of, you know what I mean. But I think it
okay,
helps.
I see.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't think there's like a true way of doing it. Though.
No,
like, you don't
definitely
have to
not.
always finish it and then like mix it.
You
could
don't.
go in between.
And I think there's a good balance. I mean, I'm not gonna say if you're a good producer, but if you're like a cognizant producer, you're gonna EQ something. Yeah. Tonality, the way your instruments sound, is like
There's
game
some type
changing.
of
That's something I learned like a year, 2 years ago that just made me grow in my production. Is that people might have the same piano as you. Like, everyone's gonna have the same piano as you. It's about how you make it sound and how you make it fit in the track. So as far as that goes,
That was beautiful.
what?
Deep.
Damn, it was deep.
We're getting
bar?
some quotes.
Damn,
right
what
here.
was
Yeah, I mean. So as far as that goes, there's always there's definitely a role for, like, you know, mixing your own shit and making it sound how you want to sound.
Yeah.
But I be getting caught in the rabbit hole of just mixing the shit. I'm like, damn, this beat's not even done, and I'm sitting there mixing the snare.
Right.
And then you go ahead and change the snare. Like 10 minutes later, it's like, fuck, I just wasted 50 minutes EQing that snare that I just changed. So it's a balance between the engineering and the producing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What if it's worth your time?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes the snare sounded like shit before, and now it sounds good. And like I said, like,
that changes mood too.
yeah,
like,
people are not gonna notice that. Sound selection and, like, I don't know. I mean, you'll notice it, but, like, it's a matter of.
I would, like, say if I'm working on, I'm not working on shit, but I'll get on fucking iTunes, not iTunes, GarageBand, just bullshit.
Facts.
Like, you make
That's
something, you
banger.
spend like an hour, like, making something, and then you put something else on it, and then, like, you hear something else, and you're like, oh, that's shit. Like, you
I got so many shitty beats, it's not funny. Like if I posted every beat I made, and I have been lacking lately, I always say that to anybody who asks, but I ain't made a beat in a while, so I actually been lacking. But yeah, you can easily get stuck in the rabbit hole, and it's always it's always that balance of staying focused but also trying new stuff. Because like at the end of the day, you can keep staying in your own patterns and your own lanes. You're gonna make the same beats and get the same-ish reactions.
Right.
It's that balance between doing something new and not compromising your sound, not trying to make tight beats. Which, I mean, that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah, that is a whole nother discussion. Wait, I'll be right back.
So now, do you usually like, once you're done with the song or something, do you know exactly when you're done, or do you like keep listening through it?
Yeah, that's another big thing is knowing when you're finished, and that's hard. I think it's especially hard in engineering.
100% hard.
Especially me just learning as an engineer. I mean, it's hard to know when you're done. It's really hard. But as production wise, I think it's a little easier for me just knowing once everything fits through. I remember making my first beats. Like I had tracks on tracks and just melodies just because they could be there. You know what I mean?
Was this when you were you mixing at this point or no? No mixing.
I was trying to. I mean, as far as I knew, the mixes sounded like shit. But yeah, I was doing something. But I would just have hella instruments on top of instruments. And what really pushed my shit forward is just, instead of just adding all these instruments that I know I can add,
right?
It's making most of like each instrument, and it's kind of getting technical, but like how it fills up each frequency range.
Right.
Like you're gonna have that low 808, low kick, then you're gonna need something like maybe a low piano to fit in those mids.
Right.
That just, I don't know, just knowing that changed my whole thing, because all my first beats used to be just like
mid.
12
everything.
Instruments, it didn't matter what octave, like as long as it was in the same key, I was cool.
Everything jumbled up on top of each other.
Yeah, but I just realized it didn't sound good.
I got a good question for you. I could hope
It better
it's
go
good.
ahead.
It's like, no. Alright, you just finished school, right?
Yeah, like 6 months ago.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
Alright, so like I've had.
Keep doing that
Y'all got
shit.
that one?
Yeah, except for that. But I've had. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I've had like a good bit of artists tell me like if you certain like how depending on how you feel, don't go to school.
Right.
Like it's a waste. How do you feel being an engineer and going to school?
I can't take the schooling I got for granted because it opened my eyes to a whole bunch of like equipment and technical shit that I wouldn't have known.
There's no, like technical shit is like most of what you learn, right? Like shit that will help you tune what you're gonna do.
Well, you should tell people what you go to school for.
Oh, so I went to school for audio engineering. It was like an audio engineer 1 year thing, and the cool thing about the school was it was an actual functioning studio. So they had big ass boards, big ass outboard gear and compressors and all that fun, cool looking studio shit that you see in like movies and shit.
Your eyes lit up the first time you saw it?
Facts. Yeah, I thought it was a whole different life changing experience because I don't know, it's just like I'm not gonna say it's a dying craft.
Yeah.
But like most engineers is straight Pro Tools.
Right.
And it's not gonna be any outboard physical things that's on the computer. So just to see where all that shit came from. Where it was derived from these big ass boards. I mean, I knew they existed, but just to actually know
like
how they work and stuff,
right.
that shit was priceless.
Right.
That's like,
But on the other hand, schooling is, I mean, it depends on the career, but like I think artistically, like for art shit and music shit, schooling is
A placeholder?
yeah. It's a good way to tell people what you know in one sentence. I went to this school and got this certificate. They're like, oh, but the reality is, I think half of this work is just whether you're qualified or not.
Right.
I mean, you could have went to school, you could have not, but if you know the equipment, like in my field, audio field, you're gonna get hired. It's not about where you went to school, especially for engineering. I'll see that on Twitter, like Alex Toomey. Most people know Alex Toomey.
like portfolio, right?
You like Alex Toomey?
Art 100% portfolio.
Yeah, it's all portfolio.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about the art corporate world, but I think a lot of it would be, using whatever applications, Illustrator or whatever. But I think that's half of it. If you know what you need to know, if I know Pro Tools, you know Illustrator, but you didn't go to school, there's only so much they can say if your work ethic and like your product is up there. You know what I mean? If you're getting shit done and it sounds good, in my case it looks good in your part,
It's kind of like
that's like 75% of it. I think the other 25 is school, just so you will get in the door for that opportunity.
That name recognition, like even if you're like you didn't work for anybody, but you started off like, or sorry, you didn't go to school anywhere like notable, but you started off like working with Facebook, like
facts.
They'll take that over, you know.
Exactly.
It's the name.
Yeah,
it's the
like,
name.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a communication tool. Really.
Yeah.
Guarantee.
Exactly.
But did you get any like networking ops or like?
Yeah,
like, what'd you get out of school? Like other than what you.
Honestly, it was just the experience of being in that studio. Like getting to touch the board and use the board, and I interned there after I went to school, and I got like some free stu sessions like just by myself, like using the gear and shit, and that shit is priceless. Using big ass like monitor speakers, like $1,000 monitor speakers with $1,000 preamps and $1,000 board and $1,000 fucking outboard gear behind me. That shit was priceless because I could compare and contrast like this compressor. I don't know, I'm getting technical, but this compressor on this.
Yeah,
this,
I mean, I'm sure those be people. That
this compressor on this application is based off of this actual outboard gear compressor, and just kind of, it gave me a new reference point to hear things.
Right.
Like, you know, you listen to shit in the car and you listen to shit on your laptop, but like, just getting that reference point in these big ass speakers and just getting
That must have been beautiful.
Experience. Yeah, it was different, man. I was like, damn, this shit is really.
Yeah, it's kind of like traveling to a new country.
Yeah, for real.
After living.
It's just kind of like, you know, you listen to music all your life, and I thought that I knew like how I was, that I listened to music like detail. I thought I did, you know what I mean? But like just going there and reevaluating, like, this shit is all waves.
That's good.
Like, this shit is waves. So yeah, I think it just gave me a really different perspective.
Right.
Like if I talk to like family or friends, sometimes I'll shit on school.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of like technical like the shit I was already doing, like EQ and vocals. Like I knew that stuff kind of, but just that experience with the gear.
That's good.
That shit was priceless.
I think when you reach a certain point in engineering too, like once you start listening to like other songs, like radio songs and stuff, like it's like you start seeing it as like a
process.
Like it's like just layers.
It's like bridging the gap.
Things,
yeah, like
and you start hearing like little things here and there.
That shit is different, and that helped me with my production like tenfold. Like just comparing shit that I made to shit that like is on the radio. It's a process, and I thought I was doing it right for like 1-2 years, but
right.
Turns out like I had this shit. I don't know. It's just literally like taking a step back every time. Every time you get into a different situation, you just take a step back of your art. You're like, damn.
I feel like it's like a mathematician or like a scientist. Like they put in all this work, different numbers to get to this variable of what they're doing.
Right.
It's like once you get into what you're doing, like say if I'm doing art, like you get into it's certain like how you're supposed to do things, but when you look at it, it's a one-eyed monster with a tongue sticking out with the eyeballs on its tongue. Mm-hmm. But like when I look at it,
it's a method to the madness.
It's a method to the madness.
It's like every
I did this way.
Every art has like its own. I don't know. It's like its own seeing eyes. I guess like you see something out of the world that me and Turner might not see, but him having all that knowledge, I see a little bit of what he sees. He probably sees a fucking lot. But yeah. But I mean, he hears a lot. He hears a lot.
That's why I think it's always nice to like learn or see a different perspective.
Right.
Like something that's different, because you can always like you can see something new that you've never seen before.
Right. But yeah. You got anything else?
I mean, I agree. It's like I think it's just like a habitual thing. Like once you get into a habit of something, you made certain mistakes, and then like that's kind of like, all right, I made that mistake. I know sort of way.
You gotta learn from it.
Yeah,
I think it's also kind of like a trap too, because I know me. I be like learning how to produce. I made mistakes and I fixed them. But it seems like nowadays I might make mistakes that you just gloss over because you're so used to your own rhythm, your own system, that you just be not afraid to branch out, but just in the same pattern. At least me.
That's where learning. Yeah, that's where learning and like just keep an open mind.
Exactly.
Might come into play.
Exactly.
It's like you set a bar for yourself, and like each time you're kind of trying to.
No, it's like you set a bar for yourself. At least for me, like, excuse me,
plug.
Like 4 years ago, I would set a bar for myself, and now I'll pass it, be gassed about it. But then like 2 weeks of being gassed, you come back and look back and be like, damn, that wasn't shit.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, damn, I didn't do nothing. And then you go against at that bar. And then you come back 2 weeks later like,
fuck it.
man, I gotta do better. Like, yeah.
There's always room for improvement.
Right.
I learned that from my dad. Literally, get done basketball game in middle school. So they never congratulate me. Always room for improvement. And at first I was like, that's like, you're ignorant as shit. Like, I get pissed at him. But now I'm older, I'm like, it's true. Like, I see it. I see it 100%. Like, you do something, alright, that's good. What can I improve on that? Like, I can do this differently.
You got to that point, so there's something after that you can get
Definitely. There's always something after that. More and more. You can never have to stop.
It's always getting to that point and then more.
There's never a point where you need
another
to.
point.
Yeah.
So,
never a point where you need to just, alright, I'm good.
So
I can stop now.
Talking about that, what's like the next thing for y'all?
That's the thing, I don't know, because every time you think it's the next thing, you get to the next thing, you're like, damn, that's cool, but I'm not really fucking with. Like, you get over that gas. I feel like as me, as an artist, I get over that gas stage of like, damn, this beat's fire.
Right.
Take a step back, like, it's fire for what it is, but maybe everybody doesn't see it that way. You might be in your own head type of thing about it. So I think it's getting to that point. You're allowed to be gassed about it, but I think the ultimate thing as an artist is being able to step back and be like, maybe that still is it, or maybe that wasn't it, but I'm gonna keep going regardless. I'm gonna keep making and building, even though it was the right thing or the wrong thing.
Right. So, alright, so taking a step back from like, you know, maybe the theory of like creating shit, what are some of like your proudest pieces or your proudest work, like that you can name and like, you know, that you can remember off the top?
Definitely bodies. Some of this.
Like
Bodies is funny. It's
we're going ham on it.
Nah,
Respect.
And then I have this one piece that I have not posted. I've been working on it for a while now, and it's not really, honestly, it's not that good. It is just one of my favorites because it embodies like two people who really like said a lot to me, which kind of blows me because they're like played out now. Well, one of them is Basquiat, obviously. Just because he's crazy, has brought his madness to his own work. And then which another person nobody really knows about is Egon Schiele.
Okay.
He's done like a lot of body work and like art, like body art and whatnot. But he was actually the apprentice to if you saw the picture or the painting of what it is, it's I can't remember the name of it, but it's like gold, has a bunch of like squares and rectangles on it, and it's like a man like sitting with a lady like this.
Okay.
It's a really famous painting, but he was the apprentice to him.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much
he was
took
the
that
apprentice
style
and
and went on his
and
own.
ran with it.
Yeah.
Damn, he ran off with the style.
I mean, he didn't run off the style. So he made his own, which also I love.
Yeah, but other than, you know, your own personal pieces or collaborations, like you say you work with cover art, you say you work with like.
I want to do more. Like, I wish there were more collaborations in art.
Who you worked with so far that you know are proud of?
I've worked with.
You work with OG Lil Jit.
OG Lil Jit, Hawk Boys. Trying to think of other people.
FG shit.
Yeah, fucking feel good shit. There's been other shit. I've done a lot of shit that's just I've done it and then it hasn't gotten posted.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, maybe you do or no one's kidding. Who do you want to work with?
I want to work with more Talon. OG Lit.
OG Lil Jit. I mean, he did have that name change, which kind of
I
throws.
still type in Taiwan, like, where's this nigga's page at?
Oh shit, OG Lil
Card's
Jit.
full. The card's full.
That one's full. Okay.
Trying to think
Wait,
who
is this one full? Do you know?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
100%.
Damn, 13 gigabytes.
Well, I said we're
Oh no, we got time for this.
Soon.
100%.
Should I format that shit?
It's like my card.
Alright,
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's empty. It's empty.
Erase everything.
Fuck it.
Lil Skies 100%. I've worked with Lil Skies before.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
work
Lil
on
Skies, a couple of things, honestly.
Oh, okay.
A couple of things that didn't get posted. I did a while ago. I did this. He was like in school, like he needed some like shit done to one of his classes. I just did that shit for him. I was just like, all right, bro, I got you.
True.
And just did that, and then I did the. It's like one of his first songs.
He performed out here. He
Yeah, it was
performed in
wild,
fucking
though.
Charleston.
And I was mad. I didn't get to go. Like I think I was like working
I
or
think I saw
something.
you
I
over
just.
there. You weren't there.
I introduced him to the crowd.
That's lit.
Yeah, it was.
But nah, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how his like career just took like a whole.
Oh, it went way.
Not to be on some like cloud chase and shit, but I just remember recording him like back when he was trying to find his shit. And
Oh shit!
It's just funny seeing him now.
Yeah,
like,
nah,
so
it's
blown
big
up.
respect.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
still works with like a lot of West Virginia people.
Yeah.
He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, not Pittsburgh. He's from Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
Facts.
It's crazy. Like he still works with West Virginia people. Like he works with Nick Jandora.
Facts.
from
I was
Martinsburg.
wondering about him, like, I don't-
Nick doing big things.
He works with
do
Neek
videos.
Attack Engineer. He's from
Facts.
Wheeling, West Virginia.
Damn.
I mean, other than that, I mean, Tyler, Two Fly Ty from Martinsburg. He did his
Facts.
logo. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
he works with West Virginia a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And Jandora's fire too.
Yeah, Jane Dory,
I love it.
well deserved, man.
We're trying to have him on it.
Toe jabbing days, bro.
Man,
Yo, everybody knows
Toe-
the toe jab.
You gotta bring those back up at some point.
I wonder if the main base
was
knows
viral, bro.
That's what I'm
Word.
saying.
I feel like only West Virginia people know
Yo,
that
no
shit.
gas, no hype, no West Virginia like bias. He was before his time with that shit.
He was a-
100%,
he was
like,
a
He had his own
poppin'.
YouTube channel.
It was
That shit was
popping.
funny.
It was popping. That was real.
I got
Like if that was around today, he'd be a YouTube star right now.
Hell
Guaranteed.
yes.
Guaranteed would.
definitely.
Like we're getting past the point where like niggas are trying to force like YouTube like careers and like make YouTube videos for anything. Like it's starting to get oversaturated. So
100%.
for him to have like those funny ass videos like kind of early on, that
Way
shit
before
was-
its time,
that shit
bro.
was real.
We gotta have you on, Nick. I
Facts.
already asked you twice.
Facts.
You gonna
Too
keep
big
asking
for the
too.
bullshit, man.
We're gonna keep asking you. But yeah, what about you, Turn?
Who you want to work with?
What was the question?
Who like bodies of work? Who you worked with? Who do you want to work with?
I gotta think about it. Damn. Shit, me and Thailand, OG Lil Jit, that's been my main man for real. I don't be shopping out beats. Sometimes I do, and niggas don't hit back, be hurting my feelings and shit.
A lot of
Yo, hit Turner back, bro.
Yeah, no.
Yo, Thailand,
Nah, don't force it. If you can't get none on my beat, send it back. We're all good. I don't. Last thing you want is a bad song.
Right,
Forced, you know
especially
what
on
I
your
mean?
beat. Especially on something you created.
Yeah, no, it's just like if you can't get off to it, then pause. If you can't get off, like
Big pause,
if you
big
can't get off
pause.
the beat, like nigga, don't force it. Like I'm not gonna. I don't want you to write
Also,
something that you don't want to write. you know
he's
what I mean?
just sleeping all the time.
Who, me?
No,
I
Thailand.
was like, damn,
Not
nigga,
you,
how
bro. Not you.
I was like, nigga, how do you know? You just gotta keep
No,
it like it is.
nigga, yo, I just know for a fact. I hit up Thailand sometimes on some important shit, like, alright, like, cause I told him I was gonna help him with his drops, like, yo, are you gonna drop right now? Like, I keep texting him. He's just asleep. Like, yo, you literally, like, you set the schedule yourself.
He being an OG legit
He'd drove it too and he'd be like, I'm ready. Let's get it. Let's
Nigga
get
ask you
it.
the random hours.
Yeah, random out. I mean, that's a thing too. So okay, OG legit, but any other artists you work with?
Damn. Niggas gonna be hurt. I mean, niggas don't care about me, but they gonna be hurt if I leave them. No, I can't. Oh, nigga, Feel Good shit. Like, big shout out to Feel Good.
Niggas forever.
Yeah, man.
We was trying to do shit a while
Yeah,
ago.
nigga, we was lit. High school shit. Nah, but Feel Good, if there was like a collective we had in high school, and
Is
There's
that
a
what
lot
it
of
is?
people-
Feel good shit.
It was.
No,
it
no,
was
it's
just
just
feel good, but it was a lot. Like it was a lot of people.
yeah, it was a lot of us.
You guys.
Yeah, me
all
and him.
Oh shit, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rudy,
wild,
Z
man.
Kite. Shout out all of them. I can't name
So
everybody. Yeah,
what y'all
Lon,
do? What y'all do in high school?
It was kind of like. It
We
was
just
like a
didn't-
shitty version of DIADOZ. We tried to
just
have a
didn't
little
really know
collective.
What we were doing,
yeah, we were
honestly,
just
really.
artistic motherfuckers that just wanted to make
Yeah.
art.
Young,
Yeah.
y'all
So
were
we-
young.
Yeah, we were young. So me, Rudy, and the whole Feel Good, we had a tape that I produced most of.
If you can find it, go check it out.
Nigga deleted it from SoundCloud.
Damn.
R.I.P. the
That was
history.
the
I
last
still got
one.
it on iTunes if you really want it, but you really
Put
don't
it
want
on-
it.
Post that link.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
put
what I
that
mean?
link out.
You know what I mean? But no, those were the formative days. Like that's the shit that really.
It was like
Built
literally
my
everybody
art.
that was involved in Feel Good, like literally at the beginning of the tape, just said their name. Like, just at the beginning.
10
That's lit.
shout outs,
That's pretty
like
lit.
of like everyone said their name and shit.
Mhm.
But we also reminisce and shit now. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit was
That's
hard.
good. No, that's good.
But yeah, that's what Feel Good is who I mainly worked with, and then Thailand. I don't think me and anybody else got some shit out. On some Homebase shit, late night.
Oh,
Did some shit
shout out to
beat.
Late Night.
That shit was hard. But yeah, like I said, my branding is like my biggest part. So I don't be doing a lot of shit.
We had Bailey talk about Homebase. You talk about Homebase too.
Ah, shit.
Because you're on the producer side, so that's another side of Homebase.
Yeah,
What is
and
Homebase? Somebody explain it to me.
nigga,
I've seen it.
Nigga,
I've
should
done-
ask Bailey yesterday because
I think we did ask Bailey. didn't
We asked Bailey. I mean,
it's
pretty
like
much.
a collective
I'll check-
of
I'll check
artists.
It's just a group chat that got together and started collabing. But
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
more, I mean,
It's
for
more shit
real.
that's down the pipe. Hopefully,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
who knows. But like, yeah, it's just a bunch of artistic niggas. And shout out Bailey for just even
Collective.
having the vision and like having the connects to put that together. Because there's niggas I talk to like on a daily basis or semi-daily basis that I would have never met,
Yeah.
reached out to, been inspired by.
Yeah.
So-
Whole time it was like you hit me up because I had just moved to New York, and you hit me up and you were like, "Yo, you know anybody hiring for anything?
Yeah, nigga,
You
I
know,
was-
sound bass." And I was
I
like,
was hungry.
I was like, "Yo, I wish."
I was
But
hungry
actually,
as fuck.
I had just gotten added to this group chat and I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, "Yo," Turner just asked me. And like he'd probably do more shit than I would in this group chat. So I just fucking
took
threw
your
you.
space.
No, I just threw you in there.
Go in there, go in there.
No, I threw you in there. Like I snuck you in the beginning
Facts. I remember
because
that.
like
That was
because
real.
there were so many producers in there. I was like, yo, like someone needs to be there.
And man, I'll be lying if them niggas didn't inspire me.
It's
like,
crazy
'cause
though.
it got me out of that like West Virginia bias, even though there's people doing cool shit in like different counties and stuff, like it just got me out of that like damn motherfuckers really producing like, and obviously they are, but you only see like the Metro Boomins and like the niggas that are making it
that
like,
are on already.
yeah, these niggas are actually like hustling, like
Yeah.
making their own beats and making a little killing off of it. So
Right.
It's like if you put a bunch of artists in one room, what do? But this is like if you put a bunch of artists in one room, but like they're actually like in Pennsylvania, Cali,
in different
Texas,
rooms, but the
like
same room.
Maryland,
Yeah.
New York, West Virginia.
And it's mad different perspectives. So yeah, Homebase is just like a culmination of all that. It's hard.
Florida.
Shout out Bailey.
Yeah, shout out Bailey.
Yeah,
shout
he
out
snuck
Bailey.
on that. So yeah.
Who'd you wanna work with, or who do you look up to in terms of engineering? Because I know like engineers don't really get a lot of like shine.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Or
Now I'm on the spot. Yeah, I mean, Alex Toomey, of course. He was like the big like Twitter nigga that was engineering. Like you got to see the back. He used to do maybe he still does, but like periscopes of him mixing like Young Thug shit.
Right.
And as like an aspiring engineer, that's just crazy. Like you get to see what this nigga's actually doing, actually behind the board. I mean, he's not giving out the sauce, but like
He gives
you
it out
just know.
sometimes.
Yeah, he does
gives-
sometimes,
yeah,
but
he does.
it's just a matter of like, damn, he's doing it, and like he has the similar tools that I have.
yeah.
And
It's
he's
all
up there.
Facts. So it's all about like he showed me, and I think other engineers, you know, it's all about how you use it. Because he had, you know, some of the same, and I know he always loved to say like it doesn't matter what plugins as long as you use it right. So, Toomey for sure. R.I.P. Seth Firkins, Futures engineer, and nigga snapped on every record.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he's dead.
Wow. When
Passed
did
last
that?
year, I think.
Last year. Wow.
So yeah, all that classic Future you hear, that was him. He snapped.
Damn. Just down the hall on the left.
Shit. I got hella engineers niggas I look up to, but I can't think of them now. But yeah, those are definitely two of the main ones. But Alex Toomey for sure. He was definitely like he's the first person that branded himself, you know, as an engineer. And
Yeah,
made that brand popping.
That's one of the only ones. Him and Ali from.
Yeah, Ali's hard.
Ali.
Yeah. Shout out
Ali is
Ali.
fun.
He be
He was gonna.
spazzing
I
on
went to the
every
Nom
album.
show last year. And he was gonna do like a little masterclass lecture.
Yeah.
Cause I went there to work, and he never showed up because it was like raining super hard. So I
Real
guess
nigga
like
shit.
yeah.
And
Ali was like the first person I actually like followed for like engineering stuff.
facts.
But then, like he's really good, but he doesn't share a lot.
No, hell no. Nigga just
Like,
be
he's
giving
a
the
very
emotional,
quiet- yeah,
the
he's a-
inspirational tips.
No,
That's
bro.
it.
He has like paid stuff that he like.
Yeah,
Has
but
classes on.
I got
Yeah.
more out of Alex.
Yeah,
'Cause
Alex
he
be
does it
giving
for
the
free.
frees.
Yeah, Alex just be
But
putting out.
now
shit.
now Alex is trying to do a paid thing too.
Yeah, he's got his own thing, and I respect it. Obviously, you know what I mean. It's all about monetizing your brand.
Right.
You know what I mean. I can't hate him for.
It's such a no. I mean, there's nothing to hate on because it's like he, spend time on a lot of shit, and if he's not like in the studio working,
Thanks.
and he's talking a lot, like that's time on, time
exactly.
off. It just makes it possible for him to like actually do it.
I think it's just
right.
It's just nice to see. I mean, obviously first it was the rapper, and then next it was that producer started coming out and getting their own role in things. You know, you see people like Metro Boomin get their own, like he just released his own album, like a producer. Like 10 years ago, that would have been kind of weird to think about. But now you see these engineers getting their own platform and kind of doing things. But I think it's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I mean, I think we got a lot of shit in there. This was really just like more like a friend thing, but y'all are doing some shit.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
We'll see what happens.
Next time we come back here,
Y'all got any shout outs? Shout anybody out?
Anyone you want to work with? Any events y'all got? Anything at all?
I want to do an event soon.
You thinking of doing
What's
an
up
event?
with the DIADOZ?
I want to.
First DIADOZ.
Yeah, I feel like y'all need to do like a DIADOZ event.
Like out here?
And bring out everyone?
Like a little showcase or whatever.
At some point. You don't have
I mean, it's a lot of planning, a lot of shit.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
I would help.
It would be nice. I mean, we definitely thought about it
a
already.
little expo or something.
Yeah.
Where you got the art on one side.
Right.
I
That's
thought about doing that,
ideas.
but then it just some shit happened. It fell through. Like literally the art show that I told you that I was gonna do, the one that I posted about,
Yeah.
was literally I was gonna have like people.
It never happened?
The experiment?
Shit like what happened? I don't even remember.
It's
what
okay.
it was,
It's all good.
but
It's all
yeah,
good.
like something just fell through, and literally I was gonna have like people like maybe perform like a song or something. I wanted like other people to just put in some work, whatever they like their little side, and then I was gonna do like mine, like the next day.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just whatever we can get.
Yeah, y'all niggas booked, so. But,
I mean,
shout out for a good shout
Shit,
out.
Okay,
y'all might
shout
have
out
heard
to
the first plans of something new.
Facts.
Possible.
Shit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Definitely.
And, yeah, I think that's a
Appreciate
wrap.
it.
So yeah, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I got
Nope.
another interview after this.
Hey, Turner gotta go. He's late.
Booked on interviews and shit.
Hollywood Hills.
Facts.